Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Today, I address you, the chosen ones of Allah, those whom the Almighty has chosen to carry out a sacred mission, a responsibility not given to all, a heavy burden that only the strong can bear. This mission, this path, this burden, are proof that you have already overcome obstacles that many would have thought impossible. Without even knowing it, you have accomplished the impossible. You have persevered when others gave up. You have moved forward when your strength seemed to fail you. You have prayed when despair cried out in your soul. And today, Allah calls you to open your eyes, to see your greatness, to recognize your hidden strength. Imagine for a moment that this video is a voice from heaven, a personal reminder, a divine breath blown directly into your heart. Have you ever felt like your life was a never-ending struggle? That every step demanded more of you than you thought you could give? That trials followed one after another without pause, testing your faith, your patience, your resilience? This is not inevitable. It is a sign that you are part of a very special group, that of Allah's chosen ones. One who carries on his shoulders a mission that transforms not only his life, but also the lives of those around him. You are not weak. Never believe it. You are strong, even when you don't feel it. Your strength doesn't come from you. It comes from Allah. And this strength is the mark of your mission. This responsibility, this burden, are not burdens to be borne alone. Allah chose you because you are capable, because you have already proven your resilience in the heat of trial. Every pain, every sacrifice, every moment of isolation was training, preparation. Today is the moment when you must realize this. The path of the chosen is not for the weak. It is for those who have already crossed the impossible, for those who have faced the storm when all seemed lost. This message is for you who are listening now, because you are on this path. And I promise you that at the end of this video, I will offer a special prayer for you, a sincere invocation, so that you may be strengthened, guided, and blessed in your mission. So stay with me. Open your heart, because what you are about to hear will awaken the strength that lies dormant within you, rekindle the flame of your faith, and remind you that you are never alone. That the soul of one of Allah's chosen ones is a rare treasure, a jewel shaped by patience, faith, and endurance. That the mission you carry is an honor, a challenge, and a promise of victory. The trials you endured, sometimes in silence, sometimes under the incredulous gaze of others, were not there to break you, but to shape you. They were the invisible forges, where your inner strength was forged slowly, patiently, with divine precision. Each moment of solitude, each painful trial, each fight against discouragement was a step towards this secret strength that lies dormant within you. Allah never gives a mission without endowing His chosen ones with the power necessary to fulfill it. This strength does not come from mere chance nor from human will. It is a gift, a precious gift, shaped by difficulties, but nourished by divine mercy. You became strong because you faced what many would have fled. You learned to move forward despite fear, to pray despite doubt, to hope when all seemed lost. The strength within you is the fruit of your patience, your faith, and your determination not to give up. It is a reflection of your love for Allah, who gave you the courage to stand firm when the whole world seemed to be falling apart. What you experienced, even in the darkest moments, is no accident. It is proof that you are the chosen one, that you carry within you the capacity to fulfill your mission. This process of transformation is often invisible. On the outside, you may appear tired, defeated, and fragile. But inside, a strength grows, silent and powerful. This strength is not measured by appearances, but by the resilience of the heart. It is a light that shines in the darkness, an anchor that keeps you firm in the face of storms. Every time you chose to stand, even when you wanted to fall, you nourished this strength. Every time you asked Allah for help, even in the privacy of your room, you strengthened your soul. Never forget that the divine mission is not given to the weak or indecisive. It is entrusted to those who have already overcome the impossible, those who have accepted pain as a necessary step and patience as a way of life. These trials are not punishments, but proofs of election. They testify to Allah's trust in you, to His choice to prepare you for a unique role. This role that no one else can play, this sacred responsibility that transforms your life and the lives of others. The divine mission you carry on your shoulders is not an easy task. It is not for the faint of heart or the fragile of soul. It requires unwavering faith, immense patience, and unwavering determination. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, entrusts this responsibility only to those who have already shown that they can endure, persevere, and rise again despite life's hardest blows. The mission you have received is weighty because it is precious. It transforms not only your life, but also the lives of generations to come. It is a call to grow, to surpass your limits, to stand tall when everything around you is faltering. You were chosen not for who you are today, but for what you can become through this mission. It is a demanding school that forges characters, purifies intentions, and elevates souls. You are invited to demonstrate a courage you never thought you possessed, to embrace a discipline that transcends mere human will. This path demands steadfastness, even when fatigue weighs on your shoulders. It demands perseverance when darkness seems to envelop you. It demands faith when doubts creep into your mind. This responsibility is a test, but also a tremendous opportunity. It is a rare opportunity to participate in God's work, to become an instrument of light in a world sometimes clouded by confusion and difficulty. It is not a burden to be shunned, but a mission to be embraced with pride and humility. Because you know, deep down, that what you accomplish is not in vain. That every effort, every sacrifice, every step you take along this path is counted and rewarded by Allah. Know that the mission is not for those who seek ease or comfort. It is for those who accept the challenge, who understand that true greatness is measured in the ability to persevere when all odds are against giving up. This path is for the chosen, for the strong, for those who understand that suffering is not an end, but a passage to greater victory. Those who are willing to face adversity with a firm heart and sincere faith. It's normal that sometimes you feel the pressure, the weight of this responsibility. It's human to doubt or fear the future. But always remember that you are not alone. Allah is with you every moment, supporting you, guiding you, granting you the strength you need. When you feel your strength is lacking, turn to Him. Ask Him for patience and wisdom. For the divine mission is also a school of connection, where human weakness finds its strength in the power of Allah. Those who are chosen are not perfect, but they are sincere, persevering, and faithful. They advance step by step, even if the path is arduous, confident that their commitment is a light that will never fade. The mission you carry is an honor and a responsibility. You are chosen because you are capable. So embrace this truth, strengthen your faith, and move forward with courage. You have already accomplished the impossible, even if you sometimes don't realize it. Every moment you resisted, every challenge you overcame, every sacrifice you made, all of this is a victory over what seemed insurmountable. Those moments when discouragement knocked at your door and yet you chose to continue are proof that your strength comes from Allah, who never abandons His chosen ones. It's easy to minimize what you've already accomplished, to see only the difficulties or the wounds that remain. But the truth is, what you've gone through is extraordinary. The challenges you've overcome are not within everyone's reach. They require strong faith, unwavering courage, and perseverance that only Allah can foster in the hearts of His servants. What you've accomplished is an achievement, even if you don't see it as such. Every day you got up despite your fatigue, every time you prayed when your soul was broken, every moment you chose hope when everything pointed to despair. All of this is a step towards divine success. These small victories, invisible to the eyes of the world, are the ones that matter most in the eyes of Allah. They testify to your determination not to give up, not to submit to circumstances, but to rely on Allah's promise. What you have accomplished is also a testimony to those around you, even if they don't realize it. Your strength inspires, your faith encourages, your patience is a model. You carry a light that illuminates the path of other souls searching for meaning and strength. You're a beacon in the storm, a living example that, even in the face of the impossible, faith can transform everything. Never doubt the significance of your journey. What you have accomplished is a living testimony to the power of faith and Allah's mercy. Even if you are still feeling tired or in pain, remember that you are already victorious. You have accomplished what many thought impossible. And it is this victory that prepares you to receive the future blessings that Allah has in store for you. So, keep moving forward with confidence. Recognize the greatness of what you have already experienced and let that awareness elevate you. Don't let doubts or difficulties prevent you from seeing your own worth. You are one of Allah's chosen ones, a servant chosen for a sacred mission, and you have already taken steps that others would not even dare to consider. This realization is a crucial step. It gives you the strength to persevere, the motivation to continue, and the certainty that you are not alone. Allah is with you, guiding your steps, supporting your heart, and preparing for you a future filled with light and peace. Even Allah's chosen ones, those who carry out a sacred mission, sometimes experience moments of doubt, weakness, and intense fatigue. It is natural that in the tumult of life, when challenges accumulate, the mind wavers and the heart feels heavy. These moments are not signs of weakness, but necessary human steps, pauses for the soul to recenter, rebalance, and reconnect with its divine source. Recognizing these moments is actually a sign of wisdom and spiritual maturity. The key to getting through these times is not to let despair overwhelm you. It is precisely in these moments of vulnerability that faith must become your strongest refuge. Turn to Allah with sincerity, renew your prayer, meditate on His words, and remember that even in darkness, His light never fails. Patience, in these moments, becomes an act of exceptional courage. It allows you to persevere, not because you are strong alone, but because you rely on the infinite strength of Allah. It's also important to remember that trials don't last forever. Even though they sometimes seem endless, every challenge has an end in store. Allah tests His chosen ones to purify them, elevate them, and prepare them to receive His mercy and blessings. This difficult passage is therefore a step towards something greater, a springboard toward the spiritual and material success you've been waiting for. When doubt creeps in, remember the victories you've already won. Remember the times you thought you could no longer move forward, yet you found the strength to keep going. That strength is always within you, ready to sustain you again. Don't let doubt destroy what patience and faith have built. Cultivate hope, for it is a sacred fire that lights up even the darkest nights. Also, seek support in the community of believers in the Islamic Brotherhood. Sometimes, sharing burdens, exchanging words of encouragement, and praying together strengthens the heart and breathes new life into the soul. Allah created community to be a pillar, a refuge, and a source of mutual support. Do not remain isolated in your struggle, but reach out to those who share your faith and determination. Finally, remember that Allah's call to perseverance is a promise that those who stand firm will be honored, that efforts will never be in vain, that light will triumph over darkness. This promise is an inexhaustible source of energy for the chosen ones. It invites you to move forward, even when the path seems difficult, to believe in divine wisdom, even when human reason doubts. In short, in times of weakness, make your faith a refuge, your patience a weapon, and hope a light. You are not alone, and your mission is greater than the difficulties you face. Continue to move forward with confidence, for Allah is always close to His chosen ones. Allah's promise to the persevering chosen ones is a light that illuminates the path even in the darkest hours. It is a certainty anchored in the hearts of believers. He who clings firmly to his faith, who stands firm despite trials, who remains patient and confident, will never be left alone. Allah, the Almighty, the Just, does not leave His servants without reward, and He prepares for them a place of honor, a resounding victory that neither eyes, nor hearts, nor minds can fully imagine. This promise is not mere consolation. It is a divine commitment, engraved in the Quran and in the tradition of the Prophet. Peace and blessings be upon him. The chosen ones who weather life's storms with faith are not only destined for reward in the hereafter, but also for the transformation of their lives here below. Inner peace, clarity of mind, and the new wisdom born of patience are all visible and invisible blessings. These spiritual fruits are the tangible marks of divine success. You should know that perseverance is a rare and precious quality. It is not merely passive resistance, but an active commitment to Allah. It is the conviction that every trial is a step toward a greater goal, every difficulty a means of purification, every pain a bridge to light. This living faith is what transforms suffering into strength, anguish into hope, and loneliness into divine companionship. Allah's promise also comes with the certainty that all injustice will be righted, that oppressors will not triumph, that sincere hearts will not be forgotten, that truth and justice will prevail. It is this assurance that gives the chosen ones the strength to resist, to love, to forgive, and to continue moving forward despite obstacles. The reward is immense, both in this life and in the hereafter. You are not alone in this mission. Allah has surrounded you with angels who watch over you, guidance that illuminates you, and an invisible but powerful community of believers who pray for you. This divine presence is a constant support, an unwavering refuge when the winds of life become violent. All you have to do is turn your heart to Him, renew your faith, and let His mercy carry you. It is also important to keep hope alive, even when the road seems long and winding, for hope is a sacred energy that fuels faith. It transforms small steps into significant advances, dark nights into radiant dawns. Every moment of patience, every smile in the face of adversity, every prayer repeated with sincerity, builds a better future. The mission you carry is an honor, a challenge, and a source of infinite blessings. Even if you sometimes doubt, even if the weight seems heavy, remember that you are sustained by the promise of Allah. This promise is a solid anchor that keeps you firm, a star that guides your steps to victory. So keep moving forward with confidence. Hold on to this divine promise. Never let difficulties extinguish the light of your faith. For victory belongs to those who persevere, to those who place their trust in Allah. to those who know that their mission is sacred and their reward is immense. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brothers and sisters in faith. If you have come this far, it is because this message has touched you, because your heart was ready to hear this truth. The mission you carry is not for the weak, but for Allah's chosen ones who have already done the impossible. Today, I want you to know that you are not alone, that your struggle, your patience, your perseverance have a profound meaning, and that divine reward awaits you beyond what you can imagine. The mission entrusted to you is an honor, a sacred trust entrusted by the Creator Himself. It is not an easy task, but it is a calling that elevates the soul, transforms the heart, and builds an eternal legacy. You have already overcome mountains that others would not have dared to climb. You have faced storms that would have broken the strongest, and yet here you are, standing, stronger than ever. This strength, this courage, this faith is what makes you one of Allah's chosen ones. You must hold this truth dear, even in moments of darkness and doubt. For it is in these moments that faith is tested and victory emerges. Never let discouragement overwhelm you. Never let fatigue extinguish the light that burns in your heart. Remember that every step you take, every sacrifice you offer, every smile you share is a victory over adversity. Now, I want to conclude this video with a special prayer, a sincere invocation that Allah's light may illuminate your path, that His mercy may fill your heart, and that His peace may accompany you every day of your life. May this prayer be for you a breath of hope, a source of strength and courage. O Allah, the Almighty, the Most Merciful, you know the secrets of hearts, the invisible pains, and the silent struggles. I humbly ask you to strengthen the faith of your chosen ones, to grant them patience in trials, clarity in doubt, and peace in tumult. Purify their hearts of all fear, of all sadness, and fill them with your infinite love. May they find in you their refuge, their support, and their light in the darkness. Grant them the strength to continue their mission, the wisdom to stand firm in the truth, and the sweetness to feel your presence in every moment. Guide them to success in this life and the hereafter, and make them examples of patience, courage, and unwavering faith. Protect them from unnecessary trials, keep them away from evil, and envelop them in your eternal mercy. O Lord, hear their prayer, accept their efforts, and fill them with your infinite goodness. Amen. Never forget that you are a chosen one, a bearer of light in this world. May this prayer accompany and strengthen you. May the peace of Allah be upon you today, tomorrow, and forever. Remain steadfast in your mission, for victory is near, and the reward is immense. Thank you for listening. If this message touched you, please feel free to share it, and share it with those who need it. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all.